don't wanna be a player no more.
Hello and welcome to the channel. So today I have a device from Hansshow. This is primarily for the Tesla Model Y Juniper. This is it is a USB hub. It's got cables in it, and what this would do is basically expand your USB-C or USB charging options from what you have, which right now in the new Model Y, they've shrunk it down from 2 USB ports in the center console to just 1. It used to be 2 in the center console. Now they have it in the armrest, and then you see how the 2 that's in the back. But this device here will give you more options of USB ports to plug into. Also comes with a USB-C cable and a lightning cable for the previous iPhone or older iPhone versions, and it's got an ambient light in it. So let me open up this device here and just show you what it looks like. It comes in this box here. It's a very small portable box. It gets this from Hansshow, and in here you've got the instruction manual, and then it basically plugs into the 12-volt port in the center console. So again, in the new Model Y, they took the 12-volt outlet from the armrest and moved it into the center console, and then they moved the USB ports in the center console into the armrest. So this will basically plug into the center console 12-volt port. What you then get then is at the top here you have a USB-C cable, and then a lightning cable, and then you have extra USB-A and USB-C ports here, and then there's an option in the middle for like a switch, because what happens there is this old panel here lights up. You can make a different color. So this is an accessory to, one, not just increase your connectivity options in terms of having more USB ports to plug into. Also can be like a nice little ambient light that's in your car, changes the mood of your car. You can match it up to the lights you have in the car now. I have one here in the center console. You have the lights in the dash and in the seats, front and back, but nothing in the center console. And this is one way you can do that. So I'm going to install this. We'll look at what it looks like, and then we'll talk about this some more, how well it works, and all that good stuff. All right, so this is the device. I've taken up the wrap from it now. It's a very, very glossy finish, and yeah, it's gonna be a fingerprint magnet. So if you're not about that fingerprint life, just be ready to do a lot of cleaning. But what it does is it basically will mount into this space that's right here and collapse against between these two spaces. So it's very, very easy to install. When you look at it from the side, it's got a ledge over here. So basically this will sit on something, right? And so when you open it, what's going to happen is this will basically sit in between here, right? And then this is just quick test. That's something like it will look like, but it will be more flush. And then you can see this is going to go into the 12-volt port outlet under there. So let's see what that looks like. So to do that, I'm going to go in at an angle, right? So I'm going at an angle, and you want to get it into this groove over here, right? The groove where the cover slides into. You want to get this ledge over here into that slot, right? So I got one here on this side, and then on this side. And then from there, you simply align it, and then you push against that. And then I will take the other side, just plug it into the 12-volt outlet, and boom. So now when I close this closes against that, and that's what you have now. Before we get into the light, you have this option here of a USB-C port, and you can pull And this is this goes pretty long, right? I mean, I'm pulling out. This is probably some good 3 foot cable that you have in here. And the good thing about this too is it's retractable. So I pull out and then I simply pull and I let go and it rolls back in and I can just press down. On this other side here, you've got the lightning port for your iPhone cables, and same thing. You can pull and pull. You get at least about 3 feet in there too. And then you pull and it all retracts. So depending on how much you need, if I pull and you stop, you only get that much, right? So you can put a phone on here on your, let me bring this up a little bit. So you can put a phone on the USB, on the charging pad if you don't have a wireless enabled one. Put it there, have this plugged in, and it's right there. Somebody's in the back, or if you want to use the phone in the passenger seat, you can pull that out a little bit longer, and someone can hold that phone over there and not be bothered. And when they're done, instead of having this laying around, just simply pull back, and it pulls back pretty hard. So just be ready for that, and then you tuck it back in. And like I said, you've got options for another USB-C port over here and a USB-A port. So you can still connect at least 2 more cables into this. And then in the middle here, you have a button that controls this light. So I press that. Now I've got solid red color, green, blue, yellow, cyan, magenta, white, and then you have multicolor. If I hold this down, let's see. You can shut it off by just holding the button down, and then you press it, it comes back on again. Very, very easy setup. You also have even different options of the lights. You've got streaming colors. You've got however we want to interpret this. So this is how I'm going to keep, there we go, keep changing solid colors. So if you look on my dash, if I bring this up a little bit here, you'll see I've got the, not sure what color to call that here, but just call it teal color going on. If I want this to match that, I just have to go right there. So now I have that color that somewhat, let's see if I can zoom this out a little bit. I've got that color here that matches what I have over there. And let's see if I make this a little bit brighter. All right. So yeah, it's a little bit close enough, right? This color matches that. And so at night, you have that view that gets you basically one uniform color in your center console, matching your dash. And again, if I go through the manual, there's a manual that tells you everything. It's got one side as Chinese, other side is English, and it tells you basically everything and how you need to do this. You also have an app that you can use. So you don't have to use the buttons here. There's an app that you can use that will actually let you control this without having to mess with this. So, and I'm sure in the app, you're going to have more options on what to do. And I'll go into the app a little bit here and we'll talk about the app in a second here. So if it's kind of QR code, it will take you to this app that you can install. Once you install that app, and the 3 lines on the left side, you can click on to show your devices. If you don't see your device, click on the little pen icon to see this, check the box, and then hit refresh, and it should connect to your device. From there, you can then do lots of things. So you can choose your RGB color settings in here. This just be like one single color that you can choose, or you can choose to adjust, the lights however you want it. You want to change the shades or whatever. Basically, you have choices to do however you want. You have the option too of doing things like having it do different kind of color schemes. So like having it go dreaming, 7 color forward, different kind of options of the view that you want to see. You can go to music mode. With the music mode, it will pick up music. That's what I showed in the very beginning of the video. You can have it do music mode. So you have lots of options that you can choose to display and customize however you want. And it's very neat. You can't tell when this is off. You can't tell that this is a light bar in here. It's very, very flush. It's very, very clean. Like I said, though, it's gloss. So I don't know if you're able to see that there, but it is going to be a bit of a fingerprint magnet. But again, Also very easy to clean. Simply get your towel, you wipe it, and you're good to go. So I hope this has been helpful. This has been useful in seeing what this is. If you like yours, I'll have links in the description. You can reference discount codes, links to this product here. Explore, play with it. Again, I think this is very nice. It complements the ambient light in the doors, in the dash and the doors very well. You want to order yours, hansshow.com is where you want to go. Check them out, and hope this has been helpful for you, and we'll see you next time.